You see the blocky head, the muscular frame, the calm, almost regal posture, and you think, now that's a real dog. But that thought, that very first impression, might be the beginning of the biggest mistake you'll ever make. Because what most people don't realize is that owning a Rottweiler is not just about walking a dog. It's about leading a powerhouse. And when you fail to lead, the Rottweiler doesn't ask questions. It makes decisions. Let's get something clear right from the start. The Rottweiler was never bred to be cute. It wasn't bred to sit in handbags or play dress-up on TikTok. This dog was bred to guard, to think independently, to fight off threats, pull carts, and protect families with its life. But here's the problem. Most modern dog owners don't want that level of intensity. They want cuddles. They want casual walks. They want control without commitment. And the Rottweiler? It demands everything. If you're even slightly inconsistent, the Rottweiler will detect it. If you're nervous, reactive, or unsure, it won't obey out of respect. It'll ignore you out of calculation. This dog doesn't respond to pleading. It respects leadership. And if you don't provide it, it will take the role from you. Let's talk about the first mistake most owners make. They assume the Rottweiler's calm demeanor means it's chill. They see the slow gait and think, oh, he's gentle. No, that's not calm. That's control. It's the kind of stillness that comes from watching, measuring, calculating risk. That's what real working dogs do. And when that line is crossed, the switch flips, instantly. This isn't the dog that barks and backs off. It's the dog that closes the distance in a second and disables the threat without hesitation. Now, ask yourself, do you really want that kind of responsibility? Because when it goes wrong, it doesn't just go bad, it goes catastrophic. The people who underestimate this breed are the ones who end up in courtrooms, apologizing for damage they didn't think their dog could do. They say, he's never done that before. But the Rottweiler wasn't playing fetch. It was scanning your body language, evaluating your energy, and waiting for that one moment when it realized you're not in control anymore. And here's where it gets worse. This dog bonds deeply with one person. If you're not that person, you're an outsider. If you mistreat the Rottweiler's human, you're a threat. Still think it's just a big teddy bear? Let's rewind. You walk your Rottweiler down the street. Someone comes too close. You flinch without even realizing it. The dog picks it up, files it, acts on it. That's not aggression, that's loyalty, with teeth. Now let's look at the flip side. When it does go right, when the training is consistent, the rules are clear and the bond is deep, this dog transforms. Not into something softer, but into something trustworthy. You get a protector. A companion who watches the door, reads your body language, and moves between you and danger without being asked. But it comes at a price. You must give structure, purpose, and time. You must lead every single day. The Rottweiler does not allow laziness. If you fall off the routine, the dog doesn't wait. It adapts. It assumes the alpha role. This isn't the dog you leave in the yard for 6 hours and expect peace. This is the dog that thrives on challenge. If it doesn't get one, it invents one. That's when shoes get shredded, fences get tested, strangers get growled at. And that's what most owners don't prepare for. They fall for the image, the power, the cool factor. But they don't understand the emotional load. Because Rottweilers aren't just strong, they're sensitive. They feel your stress, they react to your tone. They need to be mentally worked as much as physically exercised. You can't just walk this dog. You have to train it, engage it, earn it. So here's the hard truth. Most people shouldn't own a Rottweiler. Not because they're bad people, but because they're not ready. They don't want to give 100% to the dog, and this dog doesn't settle for less. If you're thinking about getting one, ask yourself this. Are you ready to lead every day even when you're tired, even when you're angry, even when it challenges you? If the answer isn't a confident yes, you're not ready. Because this isn't just a pet. It's a responsibility that outweighs the leash. It's a mirror that reflects your discipline or lack of it. And if you get it wrong, you don't just lose a dog, you lose trust, safety, control. But if you get it right, you'll never walk alone again. Not because the Rottweiler is following, but because it's with you. Watching, guarding, loving, ready. But you've got to earn that. Want to know what happens when owners ignore these truths? Watch the next video on screen. It reveals the 3 signs your Rottweiler no longer respects you, and what to do before it's too late.